इस वीडियो में हम इनवॉइस डिज़ाइन इन एसक्यूएल कोडिंग विथ सेस सीखेंगे. This is as per the request from a company from Sagar, Karnataka state, Shimoga district. That company belongs to Shimoga district. The name of that company I am going to change it to Sujata Agencies later onwards. For the time being, it is being named as soft drinks selling company, state Karnataka. That's okay. As it's a demo, and I'm giving him the entire SQL coding and along with the invoice format. So even if it is starting from 1/4/2025, it doesn't matter. Telephone number I'm not going to mention here. My telephone number is my telephone number 64025, and it has WhatsApp number. Anybody, if they want to talk to me, it is not possible nowadays. I will not be available for talking, so just you can send me messages on this WhatsApp number. I have one more number, 63609 15217. That's of Geo number, and this is what the invoice format that they have given for me. On this invoice format, I'm going to convert it into a beautiful format along with CESS. Earlier I have shown the GST invoice summary configuration. That was that in that invoices, and in that particular case there was not a single mention about CESS, but here in this case I have mentioned CESS. Now the company has been formed. As it's a demo, I don't want any password for it. Now here in the GST I'm going to mention enable CESS. Yeah, that's at the bottom. I'm just searching for that. No, that's not over there. Yeah, that is CESS. I'm enabling it, just that's all. Now I'll go back to GST rate. Here in the masters I'm going to tax category. Yes, that is the tax category. I'm going to modify that to 28%. GST 28%. Here I'm going to enable CESS, and I'm defining that CESS rate. Sorry, I already enabled CESS rate. CESS I'm just mentioning here as 12%. That's being the CESS rate at this moment. It is percentage. Yeah, selected percentage. I'm going to save it now. Here I'm going to show you how to add items. The first item I have taken it from here, so I have added so many items. I have added many items. These are the items from that particular invoice. Here in first two items I have shown opening stock balance, can box like that. With this I'm going to stop over here. Now let us create party master. Party name is Janapriya Stores. Sundry debtor. Credit days for sales is set to 7 days. Yeah, this I'm going to save it, as I don't know party's GST number. So currently it has been taken into consideration as an unregistered party. Credit limit, we have fixed the credit limit, and now I have to mention it in the party master. Now I'll go back to Janapriya Stores. Here in the Janapriya Stores I'm setting it to 30,000. So now you press enter. Again I'll go back Janapriya Stores. So if you keep entering, Okay, now here comes, want to define credit limit. Yes, what is the credit limit? Credit limit allowed in this case is 30,000. This is set to okay. Now I'm going to save it. So opening balance, I'm not going to mention anything regarding the opening balance. It is Tirthahalli, my hometown, Shimogga district, Karnataka state. Just some address. This is not the exact address of the party. For the purpose of designing, I have taken this as an address. Now I'm going to make a sales invoice configuration. Voucher configuration, here I have selected and in the voucher configuration here I have selected voucher numbering. Auto roll off is set to automatic. Upper limit R plus and lower limit is going to R minus. I'm going to save this and voucher numbering, some numbering I'm going to give 24-25 backslash starting number 612 and I'm going to save this invoice. This invoice is now saved. Transaction here. Now I'm going to add a sales invoice. Add. I have taken just 1/4/2025 as a reference date. Here I am taking local itemized as sales type and party is Janapriya stores item. See, I'm seeing, I have to see actually the invoice that is supplied to me, and every item that I'm going to enter here is from invoice itself. Now the sales invoice is done. This is the value of the goods. Here in the tax summary column you can see that 14 plus 14 plus 12 CESS is there for 2 items, but I have reduced 1 item in my invoice. This is the invoice design at header. Here I have selected data font. There I'm going to add CPA tool on. No, that's okay. CPA tool on and CPA tool off. CPA tool off. Here I'm going to fix my size of fonts, company name font size to 20 characters. Height to script empty bold, that is my favorite text which is built in Windows. Here I'm going to select company name, but as I have taken CPA tool on and CPA tool off both sides, even if it is data font and data font on and data font off, I have to take 96 characters only because I'm printing it over 8-inch width space. So naturally I have to take a space of 96 characters, that's 8-inch, because see my starting and ending is in between CPA tool and CPA tool off, but data font and data font on and off has happened only after CPA tool on. Now I'm going to set the address as line 1 to 96 characters, CPA tool on, CPA tool off, copying it and then pasting it at the bottom line. But here I'm setting address line to line number 2, line number 2, and here I've selected CPA tool on and CPA tool off. Here I'm going to enter my telephone number. Email address, if you want to add in, you can add, but I don't want to add email address. So telephone number I'm just going to add. I'm taking a space of 96 characters so that it should come at the center, as it is not from left, it is from center. Now this I'm going to add it as at the bottom line, and it will be forming a horizontal line. So a line is being drawn. Now you can see at the print preview, yes, that company name has gone to the left side, that I have to make it to center. Now it has come to center. Here half line I have to shift down to new line. 2 half lines give to 1 new line. Yes, now it has come. All right, now the design is perfect. Softrix selling company. I'm going to change the name to Sujata company in a short while from now. Okay, now let us go to further designing process. I'm going to create a query that is called a date. See, this is actually easy version. So this process is common for EC and SC. Select tran2.date from tran2, where tran2.watch type is equal to 9 and tran2.rect type. I'm going to mention it later onwards as 2. Now I'm going to write a subquery case when date part in dd comma tran2.date in parenthesis on 1 comma 11 comma 1 comma 21 comma 31. Then this is just a statement. Whatever that comes between these two single quotes, that will be a comment. That will be considered as a comment. Now I'm going to not needed to copy that case. Case is only once written. Here I have to remove the case from the second line, third line, that is removed. Now here, if it comes between 2 and where date in 2 and 22, I have to take it as 2 and 22, then ND. See, date in 2 comma 22, then that happens to be ND. See, ND will, this is just a comment, so I am going to mention it in terms of single quotes. Now I have to remove the case, word called case. So when that happens between 3rd and 23rd, if it's a case that happening between 3 and 23rd, then RD. So for all remaining dates, else th, yes, exactly, end. Now I have to close the parenthesis. Whatever that is happening, a parenthesis was open at the top of case statement. So naturally now I'm going to close it. You can have copied the date, and here date part dd comma tran2.date, and I'm going to there must not be, yes, exactly, that's removed, and I'm going to put a comma over there. So now I'm going to remove a end. No, again wrong. After the end you have to show one right parenthesis. Now it's all right. So now I got that as first, then I have to put a comma over there, and then I have to mention as date part comma tran2.date. That means, see, I am going to take out the month part from the tran2.date. Date part means, say, there I can mention anything. It's like time, seconds, hours. Now, so this is the answer. Now I have to mention as month name, date name, comma comma tran2.date. See, I've just refused that earlier statement. Now I have changed my statement. In front of date part, I have selected date name. Now I want only 3 characters of it, so I'm going to left trim it. I'm going to trim it, but not mentioning L trim, just a built-in TSQL statement as left. Now I'm going to make it an uppercase, so I'm converting that entire thing to uppercase. Now it is mentioned as that, and now it has come. Okay, then a date part comma year. tran2.date. Now after executing that, we got year. Now I have to concatenate, but first stage of concatenation starts from concat underscore with space, left parenthesis, single quote, and then I'm going to put a hyphen over there. Concat, just concat, Now I'm going to left parenthesis open from here, and I'm going to I'm going to close that over there. So now if I do that, I will get it as first. Then I have to take month, again concat with space, entire thing concat with space, single quote, hyphen, single quote, comma. Now I'm going to close it after the as shown in the screen, as shown over the screen. Now we got this. See, I have to project it. How do I do it? Now I will mention and where tran2.voucher code is equal to @voucher code. tran2.voucher code is equal to @voucher code. Here query type I'm going to select it as query type. Here I'm going to select the query type as voucher header inventory. Okay, I'm going to save it. Now here in the invoice, I'm going to mention it as here I'm going to enter a query, that is I'm going to select SQL query text. Why I have selected text? Because that my date function, that date function means the result of the date has come in terms of text. It has numbers and as well as text, so I'm naturally going to add it as a string. So string means it will be in the format of text. I'm continuing over here. Here I'm just mentioned it as the query name I have mentioned as limit. Select. The query is very simple and the logic also very simple. See, there is a credit limit. I'm going to, as soon as the invoice is done, I'm going to deduct that from my credit limit. That's all. And I'm going just projecting it and I'm just printing it over invoice. Select master1.d1 from master1, where master1.code is equal to vg.party code. See, I'm referring here vg as from voucher GST sum item wise as vg, where vg.voucher type is equal to 9. This credit limit function here I have selected voucher GST sum item wise table, but if it is a without bill item, then you cannot take this table. Then you happen to go to tran2 table, where vg.voucher code @voucher code. So I'm directly taking it for printing. See, for every party, automatically his credit limit will be read from master1 table and that will be printed over there. Reverse charge, here I'm going to mention it as credit limit, and there instead of reverse charge I'm going to mention that query which is being mentioned as limit. Even for the name of limit, even if you use small letter, doesn't matter. 26 characters from left, because I do want to maintain a uniformity in header design. So now it is mentioned as credit limit. Basically for this particular party, the Sujata agency has given a credit limit of 30,000. Now see, now I'm going to add one more query and that name is bullet. Any name you can give, but you have to call that same query with the same name in invoice design or any document design. The query should have the same name. Select. You can throw this query to any report, any report you wish. F2 dot, I'm just going to copy it, F2 dot D23 plus F2 dot D24 plus f2.d25 plus f2.d26 plus f2.d27 plus f2.d28. What I'm going to do here is just I have gone to folio 1 table, and from folio 1 table actually I'm counting out, or I'm just collecting the details about what is the total purchase, opening balance, and then deducting it from sales. Then I'm going to get the credit limit of the party. Even there's one more option. Just I can go to form transfer table, and by joining total purchases, total sales return, and then total amount payment done to the party, I can even calculate that exact amount. Also, this is also possible to calculate that. See, this is the what is the purchases done from the party, or what is the minus plus opening balance minus sales done, or the payment done given to the party, debit and credit. That's all. Now from here I have started it from f2.d11 and it will end up at f2.d22. See, f2.d11 corresponds to whatever the sales done in the month of April. f2.d12 corresponds to the total sales that is done during the month of May. f2.d13, here in the case d13 means whatever the total sales done in the month of June. Similarly, d14 is July, and d21 is January, d22 is February. Sorry, d21 is February and d22 is March. See, you can even count my cursor movement. See, even if you count that everything, now what I have done is from folio 1, that folio 1 is the table name, I am calling it as F2, where F2 dot master type is equal to master code is equal to @ACC code @. This is actually an input variable for customer name, and f2 dot master type is equal to 2. That means all the data corresponding to account section only. So now I am clearly going to get party previous balance. Here the party is Janapriya. See, it is minus 580 means that is the total sales done. The party has got 5880 material this time. See, I'm going to write a subquery here. Select. If you learn the art of writing subqueries, it is much easier. Select m2.d1 from master 1, where master 1 is m2, where m2 dot code is equal to f2 dot master code. f2 dot master code. I'm going to close the parenthesis, right side parenthesis, and I'm going to put a comma over there, and I have to put a comma over there. Now I have put a comma over there, and I'm just writing the query. There's a mistake here in the query, so that I have to. Okay, I think the mistake is rectified right now. Now okay, left join tran1 on tran1 dot master code 1 tran1 dot, I'm just thinking a minute, on tran1 dot master code 1 tran1 dot just thinking over that, but I have to add here naturally that master 1 only, tran1 dot master code 1 is equal to f2 dot master code. Now f2 dot master code, where tran1 dot voucher type is equal to voucher code is equal to at the rate voucher code at the rate, and tran1 dot voucher type is equal to 9, and f2 dot master type is equal to 2. f2 dot master type is equal to 6. Now let us check what has happened. Naturally the balance has not come now. There's a mistake. So I have to go back to the query, and then I have to recheck the query. See, what has happened is minus that I'm going to copy it again, and here that is the credit limit, and credit that is the whatever the balance, that must be less than credit limit. Okay, now I'm going to run it. I have to get the answer as my billable limit too. Now let us check what's going to happen. Now my balance, credit balance, once again it has come over there as an error. Whatever the error is there, I'm going to remove that. Let me check what is the result of it. Now naturally there is a mistake, even still there is an error. I will rectify the error within a minute. Now let me check down. That has come down to 24. Well, okay, now again I'm going to modify this query, less than or equal to. So that is the answer of the query. That query actually gives the answer of what is so now the credit balance is 24,120. That means everything is being same, because this is out of 30,000, this is 35,880 is the purchase limit. So अब हम प्रिंट करके देखते हैं. See here I want to add a discount of 2.5% for some items. It may not be that are like this, anything in random. Okay, now I am going to save this invoice. Now let us check print preview. Here I don't want to add a CR or DR along with the value. That could be done through writing a simple subquery and then defining it as less than 0 or greater than 0. In both cases, if it is less than 0, then the answer becomes DR, and then if it is greater than 0, the answer becomes CR. Then concatenating that result or using type conversion function in EM version, you can even mention DR or CR along with the amount. Now tran3 dot due date from tran3, where tran3 dot voucher type is equal to 9, which type is equal to 9. Now if we run this query, we will get due date automatically. Here where t3 dot voucher code is equal to at the rate voucher code at the rate, that will pick the actual due date from the current invoice, which is going to be printed, where t3 dot master code 1 is equal to select tran2 dot select tran1 dot master code 1 from tran1, where tran1 dot voucher code is equal to at the rate voucher code, where tran1 dot voucher code is equal to now I have to remove that and, but I should have mentioned here and tran1 dot voucher type is equal to 9 and okay. If we check the print preview, I'm going to add it at header. There name of the query is being due date, and I'm going to mention the due date over there, due date. Let us check at print preview. New due date. Yes, now due date has filled the screen as I have planned, and at the same time we have even printed. Now I'm going to add one more query. Its name is being item. Now here I'm going to mention it as select name from, it's a subquery, name from master 1 where code is equal to vg dot item code, parenthesis close, from voucher GST sum item wise as vg where vg dot voucher type is equal to 9, voucher type is equal to 9 at the rate voucher code at the rate, and vg dot item SR number, I think item SR number, that's what I said. As I said, vg dot item SR number, that's I'm going to copy it and just pasting it over there in the query as at the rate item SR number at the rate, add vg dot voucher type is equal to nine. I have to change it down to item details because it's coming in item body. There here when I'm taking to write down the query from voucher GST sum item wise table, as I have done in tran2 table, it is not necessary that I should mention vg dot rect type is equal to 2, but here it's not necessary. It is unique because master 1 table itself has been split into two parts, as the master code belongs to in vg dot item or vg voucher GST sum item wise table, it becomes item code, and as well as whatever the data related to party master, that's get splitted as party code. The same code being split into two cases as item code and party code. This is happening even in item description table also. I'm going to save it here. Okay, print. Let us check at print preview. See, I'm getting item names. This is what I'm getting, item names. I got all the item names here. and then I'm going to splitting it as substring, because see I'm using TSQL, so I have to mention it as substring. But for EM version they have to use mid function instead of substring. They have to use mid function. After the subquery they have to put a comma, and then as I have done here 1,20, there instead of substring, if they just mention as mid, mid, that's okay, that will be enough. Now I'm going to copy it again. The same query is being seen here. This is what is done here. So still not happy with this. I have to increase it to 24, 18. No, still not happy. I'm going to change it to 25, I think. No, even 16 is not that good. Already we did it. Then paste from 19 to 36. I think I have to write something over there. Where vg.voucher code is equal to @voucher code, voucher type is equal to no, that cannot be voucher type. Here I have made a mistake. I'm going to correct it later onwards. vg.item sr number is equal to @item sr number but it is not vg.voucher type. It must be it's okay. Now let us check it here. I should not be getting the answer. $18 62. I'm going to change it to 62. Still okay. Let's check how does it look like. Here I'm going to add a function called printf any. After the printf any, I'm going to select CPI total on and CPI total off. Now I'm calling that same query item semicolon row is equal to 1 comma column is equal to 1. I'm just copying the query over there. Name of the query being item, here semicolon row is equal to 1 and column is equal to 2. The same query just continued over here, making it to 18. If it is there, then it will be printed, otherwise it will not be going over there. So that line will be skipped. The second line will be skipped automatically. It will be skipped. No, that has not come because see tran2.voucher type I have taken, that is not coming there as voucher type. I have to mention that as last but one line. I have to mention where vg.voucher type it has happened like that, but I have to change over that. So let me check it print preview. It's all error everywhere. Now I have to go back to the query again, the same bullet query, and I have to see that now let's check and see what has happened. Yes, now it has come. Here the problem is I have to increase the width of the text character similarly in the query, otherwise it will not be fitting properly. See, now you can see a lot of space having taken by the item name. So to avoid that, naturally I have no other choice other than increasing the width of the characters. Now I'm making it to 24th. I think no, that will not be doing well. So everything is going down to 21 to 40. Now if we check at print preview, so again this is going to be happening to 20 character space. Now I'm going to save it and let me check at print preview. This is what I'm going to save it. Okay, now saved. Now let us check at print preview. Okay, it's still not satisfactory. I have to increase it to 24 or 25. Okay, done now. Now let us check what is the print preview. Yes, now it has come as I have planned. Now I'm going to write one more query, and name of the query is LR L rate, list rate. See, this is very simple. Select tran2.d4 from tran2, where tran2.voucher type is equal to 9 and tran2.rect type is equal to 2. Let me run this query. This is the list rate as you have mentioned in the item masters, and that is coming over there in and then that is tran2.d6, that is the price. See, you can see the difference. Now I'm going to remove that tran2.d6, where tran2.voucher code is equal to @voucher code. tran2.voucher code is equal to @voucher code, and tran2.sr number is equal to @item sr number. This is the list rate that I'm going to print it at item body. So now I'm here going to select it as item details. So going to save it, and I'm calling the same query in printing. Here in the body I'm calling the same query in printing. So that rate is a query, result is a number, integer, so I'm going to mention it as list rate as 8 characters, or no, it's 10 character. Okay, I have selected 10 character. It is 10 character. So now I'm going to save it as 21. That space is coming down to 20. Yes. So okay, now let's check at print preview. Okay, now this is what I'm going to print over here. For every item the list price has come. अब ऑलरेडी हम ओपन करके देखते हैं इस इनवॉइस को. अब आई एम गोइंग टू राइट ए न्यू क्वेरी हियर. द क्वेरी नेम इज इंडियन. Name being Indian, I'm just going to write select. I'm going to write a subquery here right now. Select m2 dot D2 from master support as M2, support as M2, where M2 dot master code is equal to capital letter and small letter, doesn't make any difference. You can write even with a capital letter or even with a small letter, doesn't make any difference. Again, this is one more inner query I'm going to write. It's a scalar query. Select master1 dot cm8 from master1, where master1 dot code is equal to vg dot item code. Now from voucher GST sum itemize as vg, where vg dot voucher type is equal to 9. This is the query I'm going to write now, where vg dot voucher type is equal to 9. This is the query at present I have written, and I'm going to execute this query. This query has not given me any value, doesn't matter. Okay, to where m2 dot, again I made a mistake, m2 dot master, even this query is not going to give you any answer, because there is a mistake of t. Okay, now I have saved the query and I'm going to run the query. So now I got the answer. This is the GST percentage. This is what is called the GST percentage. D2 comma M2 dot D3. Now this is not going to yield you any result. M2 dot D3, because it's a scalar subquery. So as it is being a single row subquery, it just returns the value of one column. That's going to return. If that is the case, then I should have written as master code in. I should have written master code in instead of equal to mark in the first outer query. I should have written master code in, and then I should have written that. Now select m2.d3. See, this is what I got, the CESS. So wherever item is associated with 28% CESS, so that the CESS 12% is being shown now here. So L trim of, now L trim of, that is the data manipulation process. Now that is the L trim, and it's not going to give me proper answer. It's okay. Again, I'm going to remove that L trim word. So this I'm going to remove L trim, and I would like to continue as it is. So write off. Then if this is the case, write off, then I have to mention the right values, comma 5. Now I'm going to close the bracket and I'm going to run the subquery. My result has come as 1828. I have to take here as 8. Yes, 8. That is including. Still it is not coming, because I have to, as this is EC version, then I should have used cast function or convert function. So I'm going to remove that cast or conversion function here. Directly I'm going to take the value as it is that has come out of subquery. So I'm not going to use cast or convert function. Now this is the answer. That's what we are seeing on the screen now. This is the GST percentage, and then that is the corresponding to every item, and the CESS that is associated with the item. Wherever the item is having CESS, then that answer will come as that CESS rate will appear. Otherwise it will not appear. Now this is going to, so now this is over. Now concatenate with the string. I could have used stuff function also, but here I have not used stuff function. Concat. Now again With this I'm going to concat. What is going to happen? That will be connecting only to the outer one. That will not be connecting with the inner one. So I'm just removing that also. Yes, I'm going to remove that entire outer query. So now the outer query is being removed. The concatenation function that I used, so that I have removed. Whatever the concatenation with space, that I have retained, as it is EC version. This code is similar for EC and SC version. Even I have removed that concatenate with a string. Just removed one. Now let us check. It's having 80% and 28%. Now I have to use string connector, that is plus. Now I'm planning to use a string connector in between. Here I want to use a string connector. Here, see, I'm coming over here between one. Yes, I'm going to remove that 2. So I don't want to use that any concatenate functions. So yeah, sorry, I'm using concatenate function here, comma, single quote, percentage, single quote, comma. I should have to put a comma. No, that is a mistake. Okay. Now 18%, 28%, and then 22%. Again, I'm not happy with this, so I'm going to remove that concat function. So what I'm going to do is just, it's okay. So I'm going to remove that. Okay. Plus. No, varchar, it has come as varchar. Okay, now I'm going to run it. I will go to same answer earlier as I was getting earlier. Okay, now I would like to alter the query. Here concat, that concat. Here I'm going to use, okay, if I concat that, just that is the answer. That is not my answer, and I'm going to remove that again. Just I'm planning to use plus single quote, and then plus. That's the answer, but it has behaved as a sum, but it is not a sum, and I'm going to use a plus mark in between. A plus mark in between. Instead of comma, I should have used comma. Okay, plus. Okay. Now also plus. Now plus. No, this is not the correct answer. See, now I have used plus mark, then I have to use, so that becomes sum. Again there is a mistake. Now comma plus single quote, comma. Now I'm planning to use a plus mark in between. There I want to use a plus mark. Yes. Now it is showing as 18 plus blank, 28 plus. Yeah. This is the answer. This is what the answer I needed. and vg.voucher code is equal to @voucher code. @voucher code where @voucher code and what is that? vg dot item sr number is equal to item sr number . Okay, now it is falling under the category query type item details. Now I'm going to add one more query and its name is Janata. What is that Janata? Let us see what is that Janata. Now I'm going to write here select tran2.I absolute of tran2.d1 into tran2.d6 d4 tran2.d4. d4 is actually list rate from tran2 where tran2.voucher type is equal to 2 and tran2.rect type is equal to 2. This is what I'm going to write now. And tran2.rect type is equal to 2. That's mean I mean to say list price into quantity supplied of all the items involved in billing. Now here I'm going to add a word called sub. This I am taking the result of this query at bill sundry, that is at a subtotal level direct. Here if I have to take that, I have to mention the query type. If I were to take it over there, then I have to mention it. अब मैं क्वेरी यहाँ पे शुरू कर देता हूँ. वो तो क्वेरी हो गया, जनता का भी कुछ यूज नहीं है. वेर tran2.voucher code is equal to @voucher code. ये तो मैं सब क्वेरी ये सॉरी नॉट सब क्वेरी, ये मैं देखिए सब टोटल इन्वेंट्री पे लेके जा रहा हूँ क्योंकि वहाँ मुझे तो दिखाना है टोटल सेल्स अमाउंट. टोटल सेल्स अमाउंट में क्या है, एक आइटम क्या हर एक आइटम का रेट इनटू मल्टीप्लाइड बाय total quantity that has come. See now here at bill sundry information, while in making out invoice designing, here I'm going to add that query. Name of that query is Janata and I have selected total sales amount, that is the title that is being given for that, Kaba 18 Kaba L, a column space with 3 space, and then I'm going to add a numerical query and the name of that query is Janata. Here total spaces I need is only 12. So now I'm going to save it. It is going to give me an answer of, see now it's what is it going to give? It's going to give me an answer of 4,700 and odd. See 4,748.34. Now you can see at the last line here on the screen that has come as total sales amount. Now we have to find the total discount. See it is possible to find everything through whatever the busy built-in function, but I have used SQL query. It is only because for those who are studying SQL query, this is the process of writing. This is the very simple process of writing the SQL queries. You can also write it by other methods too, but I'm not going to explain that in other methods. I'm not going to explain over here. I am showing my simple method of writing SQL queries. So it will be helpful for those Indians or the people who are staying outside India. That means I mean to say that abroad people, they can understand the method of writing the query with respect to busy software. See now there are 2 items where they have given the party has given discount to this particular customer. Now I have copied the same query and called it as Janata 2. I mentioned D10 instead of earlier it was D4. Now I have mentioned it as D10 where tran2 voucher code is equal to @voucher code, and tran2 dot voucher type is equal to 9 and tran2 dot rect type is equal to 2, because I'm taking every value of here from the particular bill which is going to be printed, that is from the sales bill. So I have to mention it as tran2 dot voucher type is equal to 9. I'm left with no other options, so I happen to write it like that. See, I'm copying the entire line and pasting it below that, because now I want to mention the discount that is being given. So name of the query is Janata second. Instead of sales amount, here I'm going to mention it as total discount. Total discounting. The query is being Janata 2, same 12 space and 2 decimal places. Okay, now let us check it with our print preview. So it has to come to be 26 and odd 26 rupees. So yes, it has come 26 rupees 30 paise. Now after that I have to show exact taxable amount. Now I am copying this from here. Now nothing has come out, so it has come out as minus. I have removed absolute sign, so now actually discount is being shown on the screen as minus. Now shown as minus. Select VG dot taxable amount from voucher GST sum itemized as VG from tran1 is what I'm going to copy down. Voucher sales and purchase amount from tran1, where tran1 dot voucher type is equal to 9 and tran1 dot voucher type is equal to 9 only. See, here I got the exactly the total sales amount. The total sales amount has come down to no, actual taxable amount. Actual taxable amount is equal to total sales amount minus total discount. This is the result of the query. See, this is the result of the query. Now here I am going to add it at subtotal inventory. So I just taken it and I'm going to present it over there, because already there are 2 items at the bill sundry, subtotal inventory, not at bill sundry. So I'm just going to remove that. So now answer is coming as, so Janata 3. The query name is being Janata 3. So now I'm going to add underline on and underline off. Total taxable AMT. Now let us check with print preview. If we check with print preview, so we are going to get the total taxable amount as 4722.04. अब देखिए यहाँ तो आ गया, सब कुछ आ गया, सब टोटल भी आ गया. See, now let us check the print preview. Now I'm going to add one more. No, I'm not taking print preview. Now I'm going to add a query by name RF. Select एक सब क्वेरी लिख रहा हूँ यहाँ पे. Select name from master 1 where code is equal to tran2 dot master code 1. comma tran2 dot value 3 from tran2 where tran2 dot voucher type is equal to write at tran2 dot rect type is equal to 2. Rect type is equal to 2. Oh, sorry, it is not 2, it is 3. It is rounded off and its value. Here I am going to add one more line called where tran2 dot voucher code is equal to @voucher code and tran2 dot voucher code is equal to @voucher code. You can write with a capital letter or you can write with a small letter. That doesn't make any much of the difference. And tran2 dot sr number is equal to @bs number . See, earlier I was taking, when I was about to print the item masters at item body, I was just taking tran2 dot sr number is equal to item sr number . But here I am printing the entire value at bill sundry section. So instead of item sr number item sr number, I have to take bs number . Here when I have taken it like that, any number of bill sundries you keep on adding, it will be printed in the same fashion as you have ordered it for printing. The text name is being added. There is whatever the query that I have written over there, the same will be added over there. Now I'm going to save the query. Now the final result is being added at, it will be added at bill sundry level. It will be added at bill sundry level. अब मैं हो गया, क्वेरी तो हो गया. अब मैं सेव किया. सेव करने के बाद इट इज सेइंग दैट ए क्वेरी नेम इनवैलिड क्वेरी नेम, वुड यू वांट टू कंटिन्यू. अब थोड़ा पीछे मुड़ के देखता हूँ, वो तो हो गया. अब हो गया. अब होने के बाद अब इसको बॉडी में लेके आके देखते हैं इसका व्हाट इज द इफेक्ट ऑफ इट ऑन. ओके, नाउ डन. Now I'm going to save it. Now let us check this with item preview. अब तो आ गया. देखिए ये थोड़ा राउंड अप, ये थोड़ा एडजस्टमेंट गड़बड़ है, वो तो मैं ठीक कर दूंगा. सो दैट आई एम गोइंग टू क्लियर दैट, एंड बिफोर दैट आई हैव टू प्रोवाइड ए हॉरिजॉन्टल लाइन इन बिटवीन. So I went back to designing again. Now let me check with print preview. Now done. Still that is wrong actually. It has gone one space to the extreme right. Now let us check with print preview. Now let us check with print preview. If we check with the print preview, now I have to add one more horizontal line. That line has not been added so far, which now I'm going to add that horizontal line. So that is the line. As soon as I complete my work here, now let us check with print preview. Yes, it has come. It has come as we have planned. As we have planned. इतना होने के बाद अब मुझे क्या करना पड़ेगा? अब मैं एक क्वेरी लिखता हूँ जीएसटी. ये जीएसटी का क्वेरी अभी नाम तो लिख दिया है यहाँ पे. मेरा सारा जीएसटी टोटल मैं यहाँ से उठा देता हूँ. अब मैं क्वेरी लिख रहा हूँ सेलेक्ट. ये सब क्वेरी है. सेलेक्ट नेम फ्रॉम मास्टर वन वेयर कोड इज इक्वल टू where master1.code is equal to vg.taxcat code. This subquery returns me the GST percentage of every category. Sum of vg.taxable AMT, comma vg.tax rate, comma sum of vg.tax AMT, then comma vg.tax rate 1, comma sum of vg.tax AMT 1, comma vg.surcharge rate, comma vg.surcharge AMT. I'm going to from OCHR GST sum item wise as VG, where VG.OCHR type is equal to 9 and so now I'm going to run this query. Group by vg.taxcat code, vg.tax rate, comma vg.tax rate 1, comma vg.surcharge AMT. Order by vg.taxcat code, surcharge AMT, surcharge rate. Okay. Order by vg.taxcat code, comma vg.surcharge rate. Okay. Now let us run the query. See, this is what the result I have. So my entire answer has got divided into different parts. अब हम क्या करते हैं? See, इतना तो लिख के हो गया. अब इतना लिखने होने के बाद अब तो ये सारा जो लिखा है यहाँ पे वो तो हमारा इनवॉइस में आना है. सो अब क्या कर देता हूँ मैं यहाँ पे vg.tax about plus vg.tax about 1 plus vg.surcharge AMT. इतना लिख के ये ब्रैकेट को क्लोज कर देता हूँ. इसका मतलब मुझे सारा इसका जीएसटी तो मुझे मिलना है. अब यहाँ पे तो सरचार्ज है, इसके लिए सरचार्ज है, सेस है. इसीलिए मैंने क्या कर रहा हूँ, यहाँ पे तो मैं कह रहा हूँ जस्ट यू बी हियर विथ Okay, now the grouping result has come. Here I'm going to write a word called where vg dot, now I'm going to add, and now here I'm going to write from that's on the fifth line, vg dot voucher type is equal to, where vg dot voucher code is equal to @ voucher code @ बस इतना ही लिखना पड़ेगा ग्रांट टोटल इन्वेंट्री, क्योंकि वो तो लूप्ड नहीं है। अब जो जगह पे हम लेके जा रहा है आंसर, ये तो लूप्ड नहीं है। यहाँ तो मैंने लूप डिक्लेयर नहीं किया है, इसके लिए मुझे क्या करना पड़ेगा, मैन्युअली ऐड करना पड़ेगा। अब बॉडी में आ जाता हूँ, बॉडी का जगह पे अब तो लिखना शुरू कर देता हूँ। एक हॉरिजॉन्टल लाइन तो डाल दिया, इसके बाद सीपेटोलो ऑन सीपेटोलो ऑफ तो ले लिया। लेने के बाद यहां तो बोलता हूं मैं, ये तो टाइटल है, जस्ट टैक्स परसेंटेज के लिए जीएसटी सिर्फ लिखा, जीएसटी परसेंटेज यहां तो लिखा, बाद में मैं वो तो डिलीट कर देता हूं क्योंकि मुझे वो उतना सा ठीक से पसंद नहीं है। बिल खामा, ये इतना होने के बाद अब कॉपी पेस्ट, ये 4 बार तो ये कॉपी कर देता हूं, क्योंकि अब तो मेरे पास, मैं तो 4 लाइन के लिए प्रोविजन प्रोवाइड किया है। अब ओके ठीक है। अब SQL क्वेरी टेक्स्ट टाइप लेता हूं, यह लेने के बाद यहां लिखता हूं टेक्स्ट का नेम GST सेमीकोलन, रो इज इक्वल टू 1, कॉलम इज इक्वल टू 1, कॉमा, ये स्पेस तो लेता हूं 10, बस मुझे GST रेट ऐड करना है बस। और यहाँ पे मुझे और कुछ ऐड भी नहीं करना है, फर्स्ट लाइन में इतना ही है। और आगे बढ़ते बढ़ते एक लेके जाते आता हूँ। यहाँ आके कॉपी कर देता हूँ, कॉपी करके रो इज इक्वल टू 1 का जगह में रो इज इक्वल टू 2 कर देता हूँ, रो इज इक्वल टू 2 का जगह में रो इज इक्वल टू 3 कर देता हूँ। अब रो इज इक्वल टू 2 कर दिया, यहाँ तो मैंने कर दिया रो इज इक्वल टू 3, बट वेरी इजी मेथड वाज I should have just opened Notepad and copy every line. First line I should have written, and then I would have copied the entire remaining line. Then there would have been no problem. But unfortunately, I have not considered that. While doing this, I never had a plan of it. But later, at the end of this video, I have done it. Now let me check preview letter. See, now I got the answer as GST 12, 18 and 28. There is a provision for 4 variety of taxes. That's what I said earlier. See here, from here I'll go back to designing once again. Once again I'm going back to, see now I'm going to select the numerical part. Here in the query, the name of the query is being GST semicolon, row is equal to 1, column is equal to 2. But the space I'm going to provide is for 12 space. 12, then I have to put BLV comma A, NZB, that hashtag NZB means if there is no GST percentage, then it should be a blank representation over the paper, and there should not, no value should be printed. Otherwise, if I have not mentioned hashtag NZB, then there would be simply 0.00 that will appear on the screen. To avoid that, and the row number is now being 4. Okay. Now let us check print preview. Here now I got the taxable amount. All amounts are almost nearer, but they are not similar. Now I'm going to add GST rate that is a CGST rate, CGST bar IGST rate, and CGST bar IGST amount. So here I'm going to add I'm just going to provide 8 space for that, because it is just a CGST rate, and for CGST column number 3, row is number 1, column number 3. But for CGST, what is going to happen is just 8. Then BLB comma A, I'm going to put BLB comma A, because C is just CGST or IGST rate. Then column number 4 will be the corresponding CGST or IGST amount. So now here I got only 6%. There is no other value, because see, I have not copied that value on third one, because I have changed my plan. It's only first row affected now, so I'm copying this entire row along with BLB comma A. It is coming over there. Now name is just GST, column number 4, row is equal to 1, column number 4. That value will be 10. That will be CGST amount. Now I have to put a BLB comma A, and then 5, 6 will be similar. Five, 6 will be similar. Yes, first row I'm going to copy now. Then afterwards I'm going to use Notepad to copy and replace the entire value. New design. This is the answer. That now already we have got 4. Now hashtag NZB. So then now I have to copy along with the 550 is again SGST item rate. So naturally 50 is like that, paste. Here 5th will be 8 space SZB, 8 space. Then 6th will be SGST amount. Then I have to mention surcharge rate, surcharge amount, and then final GST amount there. See, I have to repeat it for 3 more times. As a result, see, now I got everything up to SGST. Okay, then okay, I'm going to quit from here. Body, I have opened the body. Here I have come back. Here that will be going to paste that. So that will be 7th one. That means the value should be 10. Eight. Now that's okay. Now in meanwhile I'm going to add titles for that. I'm going to add titles for that at my inventory report. See, now let us check the print preview. If we check the print preview, yes, we got that even GST answer value also, that I have to remove that vertical line at the right side portion of 185.24. I have to remove the vertical line. Now let's go back and remove the vertical line. Go back and remove the vertical line and make the space to 12 characters. Vertical line, and I'm going to increase the space to 12 characters. Now let us check preview. Now let us check print preview. Now I'm going to add G total. So one more query by name G total. Select. Yes, I'm dragging that panel, that form to the right. Sum of VG dot taxable amount, taxable AMT, comma, sum of VG dot tax AMT, comma, sum of VG dot tax AMT 1, comma, tax AMT 1, comma, sum of VG dot surcharge AMT, comma, VG dot sum of VG dot tax AMT plus tax AMT 1 plus VG dot surcharge AMT. So this is my last query. The last one gives the entire GST amount belonging to no, not belonging to, this is the sum of all that from voucher GST sum itemized as VG, okay. Now this is the end. Okay, now where VG dot voucher type is equal to 9 and VG dot rect type, no, I am not going to add rect type here. VG dot voucher type is equal to 9. Rect type comes only in Tran 2 table. Okay, this is the final answer. That is CESS 200.29 is CESS, where VG and VG dot voucher code is equal to @ voucher code. This is the query. This query gives me the sum of all. It gives me the entire picture of the tax collection. It shows me clearly whatever the tax that has been collected through this invoice, and same reflection will be seen at GST report in sales register. Okay, new design. Now I'm going to add that over there. Just I'm going to mention it as CPI 12 on, CPI 12 off. First I'm going to, in that first 10 space, I'm going to just mention as total 10 character space. Then comma R, then BLB comma A, now I'm going to add G totals first column. The name, I'm going to replace the name with G total. Name, as you see it on the screen, I'm going to replace it with G total. Yes, I should have to replace that. Yes, that is with G total. And now that total space provided for that will be, instead of 16, I have to mention that as 12, comma, row is equal to 1, column is equal to 1. And then the space, it is not needed 16, just a 12 space is enough, because for every item the taxable value I have specified a space of 12 characters, so naturally it has to be 12 characters. Now let us check with the print preview. If we check with the print preview, what we are going to see it on the screen is, now we can see the entire bill. The page carryover information I have not shown here, which I feel timing it is not needed. You people can do it at your end. So see, so when value has come, now I'm going to add all the values that will come.